Welcome back, people. Perhaps you've decided that you're going to invest into a mobile workshop. I myself have decided to do just this. I'm in the middle of the process, but during my research period, I found that there's 3 common paths that you could head down in making your mobile workshop. This is what you'll find. The most common option that I found is a shipping container. Shipping container is not a bad option if you want to keep your workshop in one location because they're very difficult to move. This is an affordable way to get a lot of space. There are some downsides. I'd say the biggest downside with the shipping container is that there isn't much included. There's no windows, there's no insulation, there's no power run. There's a lot of things that you have to do to get it to shop status. Storage is one thing, but for a place that you want to be all the time, similar to a shipping container, a cargo trailer would be an option. Much more mobile. Hook it up to your car or truck, move it around wherever you like, and that's a plus. But an enclosed cargo trailer has similar issues. There's no insulation or maybe very minimal insulation, air conditioning to be figured out, windows. I mean, there's a lot to do to start. The cargo trailer is a better option, but there is a third path, less taken, and that's where I'm going with this. Common travel trailer. Travel trailers are on wheels, RV, travel trailer, camper, go by all sorts of names, but something like this, there's a lot of amenities inside. Plumbing, shop sink, electrical, there's electricity run through the walls, lights, a lot of things going for it. Converting a camper like this into a workshop, it's a great starting point. This little travel trailer is mine. It's one that me and my family use for boondocking, vacationing. We've only taken it out a couple times, but we do enjoy it. And when my kids are coming to visit me at my shop, they can hang out here and, you know, be safe. This isn't exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna convert this into a shop. This is actually kind of a smaller one. This is a 24-foot long. Could be a nice little workshop, but it would be a little workshop. But I have in mind something a lot more grand. Start of the project, it's on its way. And I'm gonna show you right now. Avion, 34-foot long of aluminum beauty. Similar to Airstream, you've seen that brand. When you think of an aluminum old school trailer, that's what you think of Airstream, but Avion also made them. Honestly, I think the Avions are a little bit nicer. What really attracted to me is the 3 axles. Look at this, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 axles, 3 axles. I'm just thinking like the weight that I'm gonna put inside this thing, all of my tools, the lathe, the mill, these are heavy things. I need something that could handle the weight. So when I saw 3 axles, I'm like, that's the one. That's really what drew me to it. It also looks very cool. I mean, right? It looks... I've already started this project. I have spared you the clean out. I'm gonna be honest, this place was a wreck. This was an old hunter's cabin. Someone had this in the woods and they went hunting with it. It's the woods that really got to it. There was a lot of animals living inside this thing. There was a lot of deceased brethren living underneath. But it's come a long way. What have I done? I'll tell you exactly what I've done so far. All the flooring was ripped out, now replaced with 3/4 plywood. I've added this metal truss, I suppose, metal support in the middle. I don't know if this is a necessity for all of your future builds, but I'm worried about all this weight. The floor on this model, minimal. These things are definitely designed to be light. Separate from the floor, the advantages of all the things that this vessel has that I'm going to totally take advantage of. One is wiring. There is some standard electrical wiring, which I'm gonna hook up, you know, proper outlets. I don't have to run it, it's all there. Air conditioning. Now, I don't know if this one works yet. It's supposed to, but I haven't actually checked. This is an insulated vessel, so, you know, we're talking sprayed insulation type right inside the wall, aluminum on the outside, aluminum on the inside. It's well insulated. I'm in here now, the sun is beaming down on top of me. I do not feel uncomfortable. Insulation, further advantage. Plumbing. I don't need a lot of plumbing. This thing actually was over plumbed. Toilet and a shower, 2 kinds of sinks, but I don't need all that. But I do want 1 shop sink. This is the gray water tank where the sink will flow into. I'm gonna have my sink here in the corner. If you want a toilet, these things are equipped with all the stuff to do toilets. I don't need one. Toilet would have been right about here. If you need that, all the campers of this size are gonna have the appliances, the equipment to do that sort of thing. That's just something else to consider. And of course, the water lines that come in and would go to the sink, they're all included. I've removed them for now. I'm gonna put them back in place. Windows, why did I forget about the windows? It's got tons of windows in this thing. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or was that 1? I forgot where we started. Yeah, there's a bunch of windows in this thing. And they have screens and they open, and I didn't have to install any of that. It's already here. Another perk is these really cool overhead cabinetry, which I've kept. There was a lot more of it, but these two were in the best condition, plus the one all the way up in the front. There's additional ventilation. There's some electrical wires here. I'm gonna put in a big exhaust fan sucking air out. I'll do a little bit of light welding here in the back, so that exhaust fan will just suck all the smoke out. The hard work's done for you. I don't mean to sound redundant, it's just that I haven't seen any advocacy for converting a travel trailer into a workshop. It makes so much sense. There's so many things here that you would want, and I know people live in these too. I mean, that's fine. You could buy these things and renovate them to make an updated home. I think that's what you'll find if you look for videos on Airstream or Avion travel trailer conversions and things like that. But to turn it into a mobile workshop, why not? That's what this video is about. I'm advocating. You could also do this with an RV motorhome, which means, you know, there's an engine involved and it moves on its own. It's not a trailer. That could also be fine, but that vehicle is a vehicle. It's gonna need insurance. It needs to be registered. I mean, this also needs to be registered, but the insurance is what gets you. That's gonna be an additional cost. A trailer doesn't need that. A trailer doesn't need to have insurance that's paid monthly or yearly or whatever. For savings, the trailer version is something that I'm going that way, to the savings. It's gonna be a big journey. There's a lot to do. Not to damper on any adventure, this particular trailer I said was in the woods. It's a mess. I spent a month cleaning it out. 30 yards worth of garbage I pulled out of here. All of the furniture, all of the appliances. I feel like right now, with getting the floor down so that I could walk around, I'm finally at a spot where I feel like I'm moving forward and I'm into the build of the workshop, which is why I'm starting the video now. I'm sharing this process with you, because this is where I think we're all gonna start. It might start from different origins, but we're gonna convene here. This is where all roads meet and head in the same direction. Feel free to follow along. Subscribe. I will be posting videos routinely on this subject matter. We will see the conversion process and our little tips and tricks that I find along the way to do this conversion. I think I'll be done with the floor today. I think I'm gonna wrap this up, a couple more panels, a couple more 2x4s, and I'm gonna take off, get back to work, look out for more videos, follow along. This is Pete from Second Stroke Mopeds saying, don't forget about mopeds. This is the next moped shop on wheels. See you next week.